And can yet. This week is self-defense week, so today we're going to focus a lot on striking. We're going to do a lot of different types of punches and whatnot, and then on Wednesday we're going to build it up and do some striking with some kicks for self-defense, especially since our self-defense specifically focuses on punch defense. I thought that would be a great idea for you guys. I'm going to give you a lot of drills that you can practice on your own, so even if you know, you can't make class, or if you can make class, this is something that you can do easily anywhere in your house. But first, let's get warmed up. Let's do 10 jumping jacks, 10 push-ups, 2 times, and then we'll stand back up. Yes, ma'am? Thumbs up.
Welcome, Lyle.
And begin. Hana, dual, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilga, yoru, up. You on 10 push-ups, go. Hana, dual, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilga, yoru, up. Yule, and stand back up. And 10 more jumping jacks, go. Hana, dual, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilga, yoru, up. Yule, 10 more push-ups, go. Hana, dual, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilga, yoru, up. Yule, and back up. Awesome. Really quickly before we go and do anything else, I want to do one more quick workout with you guys. It's kind of like a balance drill. I was doing it with my classes last week, and I thought it would be something different to help you guys help build strength in your legs and a lot of control. So pick one leg up. Take whichever leg up, take that hand. You're going to bend down, touch your toes, and come back up. You have to hold your balance. You're going to do that 10 times, each leg by your own count, and go.
Welcome, Mr. Perazzo. Just try and follow along, okay?
Let's see, how are we doing? How are we doing? Awesome. There you go. Good job, guys. Keep it up. Try and do 10. And then try the other leg. Make sure you try both legs. Whoa. Keep it up. Let's go. Let's go. You guys can do it. Oh. Awesome.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Let's see. Let's see.
Oh, you finished. I thought your weakness was going to disgust me for a minute.
When we're done, standing nice and straight. Awesome. So that's something else that you guys can try and do to help build balance and more control in your legs. It's something that I love to do, especially with focusing on kicks. So I urge you guys, if you have a free few minutes, to try and practice that. Awesome. Whenever you're trying yet. Kunyet. Good. We're going to step this leg behind a sparring stance. Go A. Okay, from here, we're going to do a lot of striking today. The first thing that we're going to go over is we're going to go over our proper jab. Jab is whichever leg's in front. That's the hand that you're punching. This type of punch isn't as strong, but it's faster. That's why it's like a jab. In any type of boxing or MMA is also called a one. So from here, we're going to keep our elbow in. You're going to bring your hand straight until it's past 90 degrees, so it's past the right angle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to flip it straight out. So from here, I straighten my hand, keeping my elbow in, and then as I pass, I flip and I drive it forward, okay? So every time I count, we're just going to do a jab. Hands are up, protecting our face, back hands by our cheek, other one's right below our nose. Ready? And here, straighten it out, and then last minute, flip, and come back.
Nice, Dylan, that was very good.
And hand stay up, and dual, hand comes straight out, and flip. Good, and back.
Rashad, keep that elbow
and set, and back, and net.
Wow, where's the other hand? Where's the other hand?
Now, from here, when we're doing it, one thing I want us to think, we always want to protect our face. So when our hand comes out, you want to push your shoulder up just a little bit to protect your face. So my shoulder comes here to protect my face. So as we're going now, we're going to do a few more. I want you to, as you straighten it, pop here and then check and see if your shoulder's protecting your face and then come back. Let's do 10 more. Ready? And huna. Dual. Set. Net.
Nice, Mr. Saper.
Dasit. Yosit.
That was good. Keep your chin up.
Look up. Yodul. Up. Yul.
Harrison, where are those hands? Let me see. Both hands, both hands. Nice.
Good. And switch your feet. Go A. From here, same thing. When I count, elbow stays in, hand goes, and at the last second, flip it over. Yes? Keeping it nice and tight. And huna. And flip. And come back. And dual. Set. And net.
Good job with your hands up. Great job, Dylan.
Now here, we're going to do it 10 more times, holding it out that last second. Make sure your shoulder's up and then come straight back. Ready? A little bit faster now. And hana. Dual. Set. Net. Dasit. Yosit. Ilgap. Yodul. Up. Yul. Good, and switch your feet. Go A. Good, so that's our jab or our one. From here, we're going to do a cross. Cross is a backhand. From here, we want to drive our hip, almost like we would do with a round kick. Drive your hip forward, and your hand does the same thing. It strains and flips at that last second, okay? One of the things that you'll see people do is they'll move their feet a little bit to help drive their hip. So if you see me doing that and you're comfortable and you want to try it, you can do it too. Really focusing on turning that hip and then driving that hand, okay? Hands are up. And cross now. Hana. Good, and hands come back to your face. Dual. Drive that hip. Keep that arm straight, Mr. Harrison. Set. Net. Dasit. Yosit.
Mr. Peraza.
Yoga. Yodul. Up. Yul.
Wow, brain.
With your feet go A. And hands are still up. Same thing with your other hand now. And hana. Dual. Set. Net.
Who's got their hands up? Who's got it? Who's got it?
Dasit.
Nice, Lyle. Much better. Rashad, that was good.
Yosit. Ilga. Yodul. Up.
Dylan, make sure you punch straight.
Dual. Awesome. And let's switch our feet. Go A. So from here, let's try and do a 1-2. We're going to do a jab cross. So from here, we're going to punch front hands, back hand. So we're going to go 1, 2. Make sure you lock your arm all the way out before you throw your second punch. When you're done, make sure you come back to having your hands up, protecting your face. Ready? And hana. 1, 2. And back. Dual. And back. Hands stay up. Hands stay up. Set.
Harrison, nice. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. Face level. Nice.
Net.
That was good.
Dasit.
Mr. Peraza, a little bit higher by your cheeks.
Yosit. Ilga.
Faster, Rashad. Faster.
Yodul. Up. Yul.
Nice, Lyle. That was fast.
Switch your feet. Go A. Good. Same thing. Other side. Ready? And hana. Dual. Set. Hands come back. Make sure those hands come back. Net.
Nice, Mr. Saper. Relax your shoulders.
Dasit. Yosit. Ilga.
Let me see it, Harrison. Let me see the hands.
Yodul.
Nice.
Up.
Nice, Lyle.
Yul. Awesome. And switch your feet. Go A. So we have a jab and a cross. Yes? Now instead of doing jab cross, we're going to try and do cross front hand. just getting the idea of moving ourselves back and forth, drive that hip, bring that hand back, getting the idea of getting our hands back to our face. Realistically, I would, for our adults in the room and Rashab and whatnot, this wouldn't be a normal combination that would be extremely helpful, but right now just getting the idea of no matter what hand's going, keeping our hands up is really, really important. So back hand, front hand. Ready? And hana. 1, 2. Dual. 1, 2. Set. Net. Dasit. Yosit. Ilga.
All right, so let me see the strongest ones you got. Strongest
Yo
ones.
dual.
That was great.
Up.
Let's see, Lyle. Nice. That was good. Let me see the hands.
Yule.
Very good, Mr. Saber, Mr. Perazzo. Nice.
And switch your feet. 10 more. Like I said, we're doing lots of punching today. Your arms are going to be super sore by the end of the day. Hands up, same thing. Cross, jab. And hana.
Nice, Rashab. That was right on target.
Dual. Set. Net. Dasit.
Punch it out strong, Dylan. Let me see.
Yosit. Ilga.
That was better.
Yodul. Up.
Who's got the hands? Who's got the hands?
Yule. And switch your feet, go A. And let's borrow for a second, standing super straight. So the big thing I want us to understand with punching, and I did MMA and a lot of striking with Master Edwards for a very, very long time. And the biggest thing that I can tell you is that it's not going to be as powerful as your legs, but obviously it's going to be faster. But the way that we have to think about it is if we're practicing punches and we're only doing them during self-defense week, we should be practicing them to learn how to defend them, not really learn how to use them. Because we're such strong strikers with our legs, and we have our Hapkido self-defense that we do quite often. But if we understand the dynamics of a punch when we're practicing our self-defense, whether we're working with a partner, we have a better concept of it, okay? A jab, like I said, is gonna be faster. A cross is gonna have more power from your hip, okay? So in most cases, people go fast first and then do a backhand punch. Just like when we're doing our sparring, our fast kick is going to be a little bit faster and it's going to be here. Our back leg, no matter what, is always going to be the driving force, that powerful hit. So just keep that in mind as we're going through. Hands are up. We're going to go over one more punch today. So the next punch that we have is a hook. A hook is a 3. So we have a 1, 2, 3. A hook, our elbow comes out the same way that we did before for our jab. And as it extends and as it goes out from here, we flip our arm over, we turn our hip, and we hit across. And then it comes back. So from here, it would go straight and flip across, okay? And that is our hook. We don't want to swing it, and we don't want it to come wide. We want to keep it tight. It comes inside someone's guard and then comes across. My suggestion, and this is how I do, there are multiple ways you could hold your hand for a hook. You could hold it sideways, knuckles up. I find that most of the time, if my opponent doesn't know what I'm doing and I hold it like this, I'm more likely to not hurt myself, because their reaction is to move backwards usually if they don't know what they're doing. And if you move backwards and your hand is here like this and you bring it across, if they move out of the way, you're more likely to hurt your last 2 knuckles. So my suggestion is if you don't know, if your opponent doesn't really know what they're doing, to turn your hand down so you're less likely to hurt yourself. If someone does know what they're doing, there's a move called a bob and weave, which means they'll try and go under your hand. If you go like this, they'll go under instead. But for now, let's turn our hand like this. And as we go, we're going to straighten our hand out and then turn it sideways and across. And we'll practice our hook, okay? Let's make sure we don't swing it wide. Senior Instructor Tracy, maybe you can look for the person who's got a really nice tight hook and a tight fist. And hands are up. Yes? Awesome. So we're going to do hook. Whichever leg's in front, that's the hand you're using. Ready? And hana, out and flip. And then come back. Dual, out, flip. Set. Net.
Just one. Nice, Rashab.
Dasit. Yosit. Ilga.
Mr. Saber.
Yodul.
little higher, Mr. Saper.
Up.
Yes.
Yule.
Nice, Dylan. Twist that hip.
And switch your feet. Same thing, other leg. Last 10 punches. And hana, out and flip.
Nice, Lyle. Twist your hip.
Dual, out and flip. Front hand, Mr. Harrison, whichever foot's in front. Use that hand. Set, out, flip. Net. Das it.
Nice, Mr. Perez.
Use it.
Rashad, don't
Yoga.
drop. There, hit. Dropped it a little bit.
Dual.
That was better.
Up.
Dylan, move your body too, not just your arm.
Yule. And borrow. Trick. And Kenyette. Awesome, great job. Before we go on to our next drill, really quickly, because we're gonna torture your arms today, we're going to do 20 shoulder taps. So shoulder taps are when you come down into push-up position, bring one hand across, tap your shoulder, then the other side, back and forth. We're going to do 20 of those. Ready? And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And when you're done, back up. Awesome.
I did 25.
You did 25, that's great. From here, now what we are going to do is we are going to practice part of your self-defense. Your self-defense is based on the idea that someone is striking at you, okay? Which is why we practice our punches first. So we can learn how to do them properly. We're gonna learn how to properly defend from them as well. So one of the biggest ideas that we need to get into our head, and it's the same concept of sparring, we cannot keep moving backwards in most cases. There are times we can, and in times we cannot. For this idea, I want us to get out of the head of moving backwards. We have to imagine there's a wall behind us and we can't keep going. So from here, the idea is how do we get out of the way without moving backwards? For you guys, I want you to imagine there's a V on the floor going off from where your feet are. We can't go forward to someone's next in front of us, and we don't really always want to move sideways. We always want to be where a person cannot bother us or hurt us. If we move sideways, they can turn their direction. So we want to go past them so that they would have to completely turn around. They have to change their direction. We're behind them. So from here, I want us to take one leg and I want us to step it off to the side at an angle into a front stance. And then come back. And then take your other foot, step it off to the side at an angle. And come back. And again, hana. And come back. Dual. And come back. Hana. Dual. Awesome. From here, we're going to stay on that same angle we just did, but we're going to slide over that direction and try and land in a horse stance. So from here, if I pick up this leg, I'm going to slide my body and have a horse stance. So by my count, we're going to try going this way first. You're going to pick up your foot and slide over into a horse stance. Hana. So everyone try it. And come back.
Harrison, that
Now,
was it. No.
Pick up your other leg and try going the other way. So reach it out and slide into a horse stance. Good. And come back. So this side will be hana. This side will be dual. Ready? And hana. And come back. Dual.
Nice, Mr. Perazzo. Keep your eyes on the target.
And set. And net.
Nice.
2 more. That's it.
Great job, Dylan.
And yo sit.
Nice.
Awesome. Now that we have that idea, when we go off to the side, whichever leg's the leg that moves, you can use that hand and do an out to in block like in our basic blocking sequence. So we're gonna do the same thing again. This time you're gonna add an out to in block with a leg that steps, okay? Ready? And hana. So side across, and then the leg that moves, out to in block. And come back. And now going the other way. Dual, side across, out to in block. And come back.
Harrison, make sure you do that block. Let me see it. Dylan, other hand when you do the block on that side. Whichever one steps first.
And hana. Side across, out to in block.
Harrison, very good.
And dual.
Nice, Mr. Safer. Keep that back up straight.
Good. This time, after the out to in block, you're going to do a middle punch. So here, boom, 1, 2. Yes. And hana, side across, out to in block, punch. Good, and come back. Now going the other way. Dual, side across, out to in block, punch.
Lyle, hit it hard. Hard.
And set.
Mr. Safer, use 2 hands on your out to in block. Set both your hands.
And net.
Yes, that was 10 times better, sir.
Good. How does that feel, everyone? Does that feel good? Awesome. That is the first self-defense concept, okay? I'm going to do one today. We're going to do one on Wednesday. I really, really ask that you practice that and make that strong because it's not something that we usually do as much as we do our kicks. So to make it more muscle memory, it needs a lot more practice going through, okay? That being said, we're going to do this 10 more times, the whole thing going through to try and really, really make it as strong as we can in class right now. And then we're going to break off. We're going to spend a little bit of time today on our forms because that has so many details that we can apply to our actual self-defense concept, okay? So we're going to do this a few more times, and then we're going to focus on our forms for the last few minutes. So Junbi, 10 more times. And hana.
Nice, Rashad.
Back.
Find the target. Make sure you punch straight forward.
Dual. And come back.
Middle punch, Harrison. Out to in block was great.
Set.
Other hand first. Other hand first. The one that steps first.
Net.
Block, punch. Block, punch.
Toss it.
Nice, Lyle. That was it. You got it.
Yo sit.
Punch, Dylan. Very good, Mr. Safer.
Ilg up.
Nice, Mr. Peraza. That was great.
Yodel.
Nice, Rashad.
Two more, 2 more.
You're not punching and dragging in the head.
Up. One more. And Yule. And borrow. Awesome, that's looking really, really strong. Please keep practicing it. We're gonna add on to it a little bit more on Wednesday. Senior Instructor Tracy, maybe we can make some breakout groups. I've been messing up my words all. Breakout groups, make some breakout groups
So mature.
for the forum. Oh God, I'm losing it.
All right, who would you like to work with, ma'am?
I will take whoever you give me, sir.
All right, I will give you, I think just easier, the new green belts.
Sounds great, sir.
Peraza and Dylan, you guys are gonna have to hit something in 1 minute, okay? Just tap something on the screen right now. It's gonna have you join a group with Master Glab. All right, okay. So we're gonna work on Palge Samjang. I think the biggest thing, wow, what's the biggest thing I've been thinking about with everyone? Show me. Rashav's got it. The knife hand middle block set. Okay, ready? So everyone should be. And Palge Samjan. I'm going to turn everyone's volume on. I need to be able to hear everyone. All right. Okay. Everyone's off mute. All right, Rashad, you have to do it yourself. Okay, ready? So I'm looking for everyone setting their hands, both their hands on every move. And Jubi, Hana. Nice. And step forward, two. Step both your hands, slide back, set. Nice, Harrison, that was good. Net. Nice stance, Mr. Saper. Set both your hands, turn towards the camera, turn and block one. So Harrison, set both your hands again. And Mr. Sapers, take your front foot, slide it over a little more. And now block it down, Harrison, while you're turning towards me. Ready? Cover, step forward, high block one. Cover, step forward, high block two. And step punch through with the up.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
Big hop back. Harrison, I can no longer see you, but I'm sure that was a really strong punch. Everything else looked really good. Great. Okay, so everyone from here, take the hand that's in front, point it this way. Other one goes to your belt. And then it's palm up at your belt. Ready? Back leg, step it behind, turn, hana. Mr. Saper, come back. Just step your left leg behind you. Nice. And Lyle, that was a great block. Switch your hands and feet. Now, everyone watch this move. When I step, I set my hands behind me and I come down. Ready? Hana. Step behind and come down. Nice. And one that's out comes to your belt. Other one straight forward like a palm strike. Front leg, slide it behind, turn and block. And Mr. Saper, your focus is going to be doing like that, I call it the high-ya motion with the knife and middle block. So by your face and down on top. Yes. Ready? And set it behind, Harrison. You're doing great. Let me see it. Hold in the stance though. Nice. And step forward, knife and middle block two. And everyone borrow. Okay, so I think the best way to spend the last minute that we have, everyone has the idea of the moves. I know Mr. Saper, I'm sure you knew that was the right turn. It just didn't happen the first time. It's okay. We're going to work on setting our knife and middle block. Harrison, are you sitting on the couch in class? No couches in class. Ready, Juby? So we're just going to practice setting our hands for knife, hand, middle block going forward. So everyone set your hands straight behind you and step forward, hana. Now you want to set it, Harrison and Mr. Saper, and actually, Rashab, you and me are going to switch your feet because everyone else did different, okay? All right, so everyone, I want you to set your hands behind, ready? Over your front leg, set behind. Harrison, the other way. So you want to go over your front leg. Lyle, the other way, over your front leg. And step forward, knife and middle block. And Mr. Saper, make sure you come around and down, ready? Set it over the front leg, and step forward, around and down. Nice, Harrison. Lyle, let me see it. Set over the front leg, step around and down. Nice. Lyle, actually do the block. Okay, I didn't see it. There you go. One more, set, and step around and down. Nice. And borrow. Okay, I am going to bring everyone back in. That does not mean we stop practicing. I'm going to ask. You have a question?
Yeah. I have one more stripe, which is the green stripe, I'm pretty sure. And isn't that self-defense?
Yeah, so that's what we're working on this week. I'm going to say if it looks really good on Wednesday, then we can get like the stripe. And then master,
Yeah. Okay.
and then we can graduate this month, okay? What I
I
want
can do my white stripe.
is that part after the L. So everyone go back to the L. Right legs in front. Ready? So set your hands this way. And Harrison just, yep, there you go. Back leg, Lyle, that's it. Slide around and knife and middle block. Nice. And now set behind. This is what we just did. Over the front leg. Ready? Hana. Boom. Lyle, step forward and block. Nice, Harrison. That was good. Ready? Arm that's out. Everyone slide back so you can see. Arm that's out to your belt. Other one forward. Nice. Front foot slide back block. Lyle, that was it. Just wait for me next time. And now Harrison, take a hop back so you don't step on the couch. Ready? Step behind. 1, 2. Nice, Mr. Saper. Very good. And everyone borrow. Great job. And Master Glad, you're off mute. I'll mute everyone else for you.
Awesome. How did your group do, sir?
They were terrible. No, I'm kidding. They're really good. Very impressed with the improvement on our knife handle blocks.
Oh, that's been a big tricky part. That's great. Awesome. My group was fantastic. They picked it up like it was a piece of cake. But I told them it only gets harder from here. Great job, everyone. Please, please, please practice. You can easily practice your punches in the mirror, looking at yourself, lining it up, seeing if your elbow's coming out, if you're swinging, if your shoulder's up. So that's a really great thing to do. So if you have that opportunity, please practice. If you can practice moving on that V2, that's something that'll be really, really helpful. It does lead into some sparring ideas as well as some other striking concepts that would be super cool to teach you. And you'll get to see more of that on Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. It is now time to end class. So let's everyone please face Senior Instructor Tracy, chair yet. And Kyosin MK Kenyet.
Thank you, sirs and ma'ams.
And chair yet. Class is dismissed. Kamsamnida.
Somebody got mad.
You guys did a great job. Keep it up.